First, though, as they say, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. We're starting with a hot start by the Heat and a better finish from the Bucks in Milwaukee. Tuesday night, fellas took in the Marquette game, Dwayne Wade's alma mater.
I got to do the Marquette game on Saturday.
Well, there you go. It just ties everything together. And there's the Marquette alum himself. D. Wade, 23 points, 8 boards, 6 assists on the night.
23 is a lot of points.
It is a lot of points. It's not 24, which is what LeBron had in the first quarter.
Wow. So that means this is an easy Miami win. Am I correct?
Well, under 500
not so
team,
fast.
On the road, you up big early. You would assume it's a blowout.
Then you get a steal, you get a nice
highlight.
You get people screaming in the stands, and it's off to the races.
The King outscored the Bucks single-handedly 24-23 in the first.
Oh, it's over. Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen.
The highlight continues anyway. Second quarter, Mike Dunleavy Jr. trying to cut into that lead.
The lead's not as big as it was earlier.
What's
shrinking.
going on?
Here's LeBron.
That's a big lead. This game got to be a wrap.
Loose ball, pump fake, bucket.
Like he gonna get 40.
He had 26 at the half, so just two.
Yeah,
in the
26
second
at
quarter.
half. That's 52 if you do the same thing.
Third quarter, Brandon Jennings knocking down 3 balls.
Wow, that lead is gone.
It's a 2-point game?
Milestone steal here for Dwayne Wade. That's number 1,000 of his career.
So they getting all these miles. This game got to be over.
Oh, there's LeBron. A season-high 40 for the King.
Where's John Lucas when you need him?
Miami up by 5. Fourth quarter, here come the deer. Ersan Ilyasova, and 1.
Ersan getting ill. Ilyasova.
And the Bucks tied up at 79 when Brandon Jennings hijacked the highlight.
Floater in the lane. And then when he starts knocking down threes, you don't want to run at him, and you make him a driver, and when you don't make him a driver, he hits you in your head.
4 of 7 in the fourth quarter when he accounted for 14 of his 31 points on the night, 7 of 14 from the great beyond, and the Bucks come all the way back from that first quarter display by the King and the Heat to win at 105-97. Excuse me?
Bucks won a season series.
Wow.
That also happened. The Heat are 5-2 over the last 11 days. Milwaukee owns both those wins against them. Heat are now 4-1 all time when LeBron goes for 40 or more. Bucks have won 6 of 8. Brandon Jennings with Telly Hughes afterward.
Brandon, big shot after big shot, even through double teams. What is it about crunch time that brings out the best in you?
Well, I know crunch time, the great players show up. So, I mean, I try to do whatever I can tonight, man, just to, help my team win the game tonight.
The Heat haven't allowed over 100 points in their last 9 games. What does that say about when you guys move the ball being one of the best offenses in the NBA?
Man, it's not just that, man. It starts from the defensive end. I mean, man, I think we're more aggressive, when we play against the, best teams in the NBA. But, that's the type of aggression we got to bring every night.
That type of aggression, did that just show the character and the heart and the will for this team being down 18 points but sticking with it?
Yeah, I mean, first half, man, LeBron wasn't missing at all. And then, we just came out in the second half. We made that little run. We was down 5, and then we never looked back.
2 wins over Miami, a big win over the Lakers. Are you guys making a claim saying, hey, we can compete with the elite teams in this league?
Well, I mean, it's a 66-game season, so, it's a sense of urgency right now. And right now, we're number 8 right now in the Eastern Conference. So, we're just trying to win games and get back to the playoffs.
An impressive statistical night for LeBron James, who stretched his streak of 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assist games to 24 in a row. Only Oscar Robertson, as you see, has had longer streaks in NBA history. But Milwaukee comes back with the win on their home floor. As you look at this game, if you're a neutral observer, not a fan of one of the two teams, you guys are neutral, objective. Are you more impressed by the Bucks' comeback win, or disappointed that the Heat couldn't close?
I would say I'm more impressed with the Bucks' comeback win. Over the course of the season, when you're the team with the bullseye on your back, you're going to typically always get your opponent's best. And you're going to have games where, as a really good team, you don't look great. But it would have been easier for Milwaukee to kind of succumb and give in. The fact that they're down 18, they're getting, manhandled. LeBron comes out, gets 24 in the first quarter. So you're saying, all right, well, we ain't going to be able to do nothing with this tonight. So I was more impressed with the fact that the Bucks could mentally stay in it and continue to compete. And now they got, as they were talking about in the interview, some impressive wins, beating the Lakers, beating the Heat twice. Now you're a game out under 500, and Jet, you now are a playoff team right now. If the season ends.
Does that bench number you just saw concern you if you're a Heat fan?
Yeah, the bench number concerns me more than anything, and also Greg and I both played in the NBA.
I knew that.
And the one thing that it's like an unwritten, unsaid thing on television, but there's no excitement other than the game itself when you flying into Milwaukee, you flying into Cleveland, you flying into certain cities. Minnesota. So the game itself has to be the motivating factor, because you can't say, oh, we're going to see these beautiful skyscrapers or this wonderful nightlife or these things that – no, these are cities, American cities that are built on foundation of hard work. So you got to come to play, and that's your motivation. Those are the games that scare me with the Miami Heat.
The blue-collar games.
Because those are the games, to me, that separates you to be a great team, because there's a team, that should win – last year they, could win 65 games, and then all of a sudden they win 54, 55. Still a great record, but they get up when they go to L.A. They get up when they go to New York. But at times in the season, you'll see them go into Milwaukee's, they won't come to Atlanta and slip.
Right.
They won't come here. They won't come into this city in Atlanta and slip, because it's a city that's vibrant, a lot of different things going on. Their interests are up. When you got to come play, that's when they have trouble.
So you're saying they're not playing to the level of their competition. They're playing to the entertainment value of the city they're in?
I think that has something to do with it, but I think its more stronger point is there are blue-collar games in the NBA.
Right.
4 games in 5 nights. This city is Milwaukee. All of those things play a part into greatness. And those are the games sometimes you would say, hey, did you see Jordan play against the Bucks? He gave them 60. Like, you see him play against the Cavs, he had 55. Like, you wouldn't always see him just get them against the Knicks and the Lakers. Yeah. And that separates you and your team from greatness.
The one good thing about it for them, though, is like what he just said, because typically the teams that seem to catch them aren't going to be the teams they play in the postseason.
Right.
So that's an advantage. That's why you saw that team maybe not have as impressive a regular season, but still get to the finals.
I got you. Blue-collar win for the Bucks.
Hey, you're a blue-collar kind of guy.
I am, which ends the Miami Heat's 5-game win streak. It's an interesting theory.